Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here. In today's video, I'm going to answer the question, what should I do if I have a really big case? Okay, so this is a situation that comes up, that I talk to people, probably comes up a couple of times a year. One person in particular inspired me to shoot this video, and let me tell you kind of what was going on. Very, very serious injuries, right? So if you watch some of my other videos, you already know that the size of the injury makes for a big case, right? Now, what makes for a good case is big injuries, insurance, and good liability, meaning the other person caused the crash, right? So in this case, it was a big case, and this gentleman, there were problems with who was at fault. Okay, and there were some other issues, serious issues in the case that I don't really want to discuss for client privacy purposes, right? And so, some time had gone on, and, the injuries were very, very serious, very bad, permanent injuries. And that means that the case has the potential to be a big case. But if the other parts of the case are not taken care of, your giant case can turn to zero super easy, right? So this is why I tell people, the bigger the case, the more serious the injury, the earlier in the process it's important to talk to a lawyer. Why? Because a lawyer is like, we just ended the football season here, and I'm a Bears fan. So your lawyer is like a combination of your quarterback and your running back, right? But he's also like the GM of the team. So your lawyer is like the GM of the team, the general manager of the team, because your lawyer is going to put all the pieces together. And he's going to decide, well, we need this witness and we need this witness. And like a coach, they're deciding how to run the play to get a touchdown, right? They're designing the offensive strategy. They're designing the defensive strategy, and deciding what witnesses to call and in what order. And before any of that happens, so a really good lawyer starts thinking about what would happen if we have to go to trial, right? And then you arrange your pieces that way. And when you do it that way, which is the way I do it, it makes for a strong case, and it actually makes it more likely that the other side will settle, because they'll see that you are organized and loaded for bear and ready to go. Right? So in this gentleman's situation, he spoke with a lawyer who, I won't identify who it is, but I'm glad that he did not decide to go with that lawyer based on, things I've heard. And he consulted with me. He eventually ended up deciding to hire with me. There were definitely some immediate moves I made to protect the value of that case and to make it strong. Flipping a few pages forward, I'm glad I did those things. I'm glad that he consulted with me, and I was able to line up witnesses that we needed to win the case. Now, I've worked at a lot of law firms, and I have friends who are lawyers. The friends that I have who are lawyers are universally super high caliber lawyers. They do things the right way. But I've worked at places where I know that some other lawyers don't handle cases this way. And because I lined up witnesses way ahead of time that other lawyers wouldn't even have been thinking about until the case was set for trial, we were able to settle the case. And by settling the case, we avoided a ton of stress on the client, because he was really worried about some of those topics that I don't want to discuss explicit with you, okay? He was really worried about some certain things coming to light, or certain things being used against him in a courtroom with a judge and a jury. And because he consulted with me earlier, and it was literally last minute from the standpoint of some mistakes that were about to be made, but he consulted with me. Thank God he consulted with me at the time that he did, because as a result, we were able to do great things for him. We were able to get him a phenomenal settlement. And that just goes to show, if you have a big case, you may be aware of problems, or what's even more common is, you know there's a big case and you're not even aware of what some of the problems and challenges are. And that is the most dangerous situation to be in. And that's why you need a good, experienced lawyer to analyze the entire situation, work on the case, get the case completely figured out as early as possible to build you the strongest case and minimize any of the problems so that you end up with maximum money in your pocket. And that's never more important than in a catastrophic injury case or a very serious, when we're talking about 6 figures, 7 figures or more, we're talking about injuries that are profound, that affect you every day for the rest of your life. Or we're talking about paralysis or somebody who passed. And you can't mess around in cases like that, because the insurance companies know that those cases are big dollar cases, and they know that if the person handling the case for you, God forbid you don't have a lawyer, it's going to be like throwing a piece of meat in a pool with piranhas. They're going to eat you alive, okay? But if you have a lawyer, you better have a lawyer who knows what they're doing, who can arrange put all the ducks in the row as early as possible. And believe me, the smart defense lawyers and insurance adjusters will know. They're like, oh crap, this guy's got his ducks in a row. We're going to have a problem here. Maybe we should settle, right? So anyway, that's my advice for people who have big cases. You might have a big, great case, but oftentimes you have a big case that has some challenges. And if your case has some challenges, make sure you got the right lawyer on your team and consult with them as early as possible. Okay, end of video. Thanks for watching. If I can help you, or if there's anything I can do for you, you have a question, or you or someone you know or love has been involved in an accident and they need representation, or they just have questions, please feel free to give me a call anytime, night or day, 312-500-4500. That's 312-500-4500. Free consultation. Happy to talk to you, and you can call me anytime, night or day. Okay? If you're not ready to talk to a lawyer, check the links in the description below. I've got 2 amazing free tools that give you custom information about your injury situation without talking to a lawyer for free. They're on my website. The links are below. And I'm going to cut this video a little bit short. I'm not going to give you my whole ending spiel because it's on every other one of my videos. Feel free to call me, 312-500-4500, if you need help, whether it's medical malpractice, nursing home abuse, car, truck accident, bicycle, motorcycle accident, dog bite, bar fight. If it's a wrongfully caused injury, that's what I do, okay? So hope to hear from you. Hope you and your family are well. Take care. Bye-bye.